Oh my lord, from time and again I try and record this, but I haven't been able to because I'm still not used to this whole setup and me speaking in front of a camera, but I'm trying as much as I can. And I know that a lot of people have mentioned that probably I can speak bit openly as well, but this is the best that I can do at the moment. This topic, I've been trying to talk about this ever since I started reading the book, which is Observe 101. And one thing that I clearly wanted to mention is it's important what we say and how we say it, not only for sake of our relations and um, for others' sake, but for our own mental peace and what we believe in, and the kind of, it talks about the kind of person who we are and who we are going to mold ourselves into. Okay, I hope I'm able to record this today itself. The reason as to why I picked this reminder that we should speak good words, we should be mindful about the kind of words we choose for ourselves and how our reality is going to unfold, and what we are supposed to. I am not just talking about manifesting. I know a lot of people are going to talk about what we manifest. That's again a branch of the, when we are picky about what we say, the kind of words we choose, that manifestation again branches out of it. But first and foremost, we need to understand that in our culture, word is not equivalent to sound. It is also the energy and how it flows. So if, let's say, in most of our cases, when we are going for a test or we are trying to crack an interview, we say that it's so with that, you can say that it's a small reminder for today, because that's what all of these videos are about. Small reminders that I can share with you. What we say, the words we utter, ultimately becomes our reality. So let's be wise about that and focus more on the kind of experiences that we wish to welcome for ourselves. Okay, so we can in fact control our reality. We must pick our lingo wisely. Why? Because it shapes our perspective about the world that we want to perceive and the kind of reality we wish to engage with. And it is definitely a conscious decision, and it has to be intentional. Let's say when I'm going for an interview, I should not say that, oh, I'm very scary, I don't know how it's going to turn out to be. Even if I'm not sure, or let's say I do not know what they may be looking for, or whether I'm going to answer with the right statements that they must be looking for. It can go any which way, not just about interviews. When families get together, when our relatives come over, when we attend a function, why do we say that Hamisha shubh shubh bolo? Because there's some energy to it, and it's in our culture as well. So in Vedanta Sutra, which is a part of our Ved, it is said that word is Shakti, it is energy. So when you say that I'm scary, you actually shrink yourself down. And hence is why you're not able to perform well. It becomes a reality. Now imagine it's about an interview. What if you talk badly about the way you commute to work or college, or you don't like traveling outside, you don't like talking to people, or like for myself, for years and years I kept saying, okay, I can't sit in front of camera and talk. That's why it is important. With the choice of words, we can provide best of possibilities to ourselves. It opens new doors. So whether you speak confidently, when you speak confidently, you sort of own the room, you sort of own your work, you sort of understand that, it's not that difficult, it's not that scary. So for the longest period of time, I kept saying that the world is a scary place and I don't know how we're going to survive. People are dying, starving, these big politicians and rich people, whatnot, because that's the kind of news we receive every single day, and that was a bit scary for me. And what happened? I became a scaredy cat. Literally, anytime I used to hear a bad news, I would go like, this world is turning into something that I never knew I would have to survive, and I am. Look at us now, where we're going. And it made me the kind of person who would shrink a lot, who would not speak her opinions out loud, and who was scared of what are people gonna think of her. And then my reality became such that I was labeled a troublemaker. I I found myself in situations that made me so uncomfortable that I did not know how to survive them. So I started avoiding gatherings and, going out and whatnot. It's very important that we speak confidently of ourselves first, because once we are in the comfort of our skin, then we are in comfort of our environment, and then the kind of work or studies or responsibilities that we are a part of. And this is where the entire conversation is rooted at. So what I figured, and I'm learning and studying every single day, that we don't have to beat ourselves to the point that we no longer recognize what's in my capacity. Once we have this clear understanding of what is within our range and what we are truly reaching far from, from our capacity, we can then differentiate whether we need to worry about it or not. And your hobbies play a very important role in this, and I'll tell you why. Whether you're too much into fitness, or you like to decor, or you like fashion, you like painting, do you like watching animes, or do you read a lot, and are you too much into your accessories or too much into your looks? Be it, people can judge you for whatever reason, but if you find your elements in keeping a stack of stationery, or having a collection of shoes that people may judge you for, that dude, you don't need those many shoes, but it's all right. It's something that an individual may find their element in. Some people cannot wait but travel, and we should find our elements and invest more in that, because then it reflects in our aura, our personality, the way we carry ourselves, the way we speak, the spark in our eyes, what truly matters. Are you a person who can never skip a full moon? You always are attracted to the way moon looks at you, or do you like gardening? We can actually create our reality. So now words, then our hobbies that are inculcating our words into action and whatnot, and then it becomes, once you're good at it, it becomes a part of your subconscious, it's in your reflexes, and you then excel in it. Once you excel in it, it becomes your hard work. And once you are intentionally working hard on something, it then carries you forward. And universe doesn't see, oh, आपने कितना पछतावा किया, या आपने कितनी मेहनत करी, या आपने कितने जुल्म सहे. It truly understands that after facing all of those challenges, are you still consistent with it or not? जितनी भी आपने परेशानियां झेली है, उसके बाद क्या आपने अपने एलिमेंट्स ड्रॉप कर दिए? क्या आप So I was saying that universe sees that did you forget yourself? क्या आप अभी भी अपने elements से जुड़े हुए हो कि नहीं हो? Are you consistent with it? And if you are, then universe will show and unfold the kind of reality that you never thought you would ever face or have. The abundance, prosperity, health, in pink of your health you will have your loved ones around, everyone will be comfortable, you won't have to think twice before traveling. And why is that? Because you did not think twice before finding your elements, and your elements then carry you, because it's a part of your personality, it's who you are. If you wish that, if I want to travel to place XYZ, and when we talk about universe, the vastness of universe is beyond our imagination, and that's why it is fair to believe the kind of abundance or prosperity or all those good things that we always look for in our lives can come true beyond our imagination as well, because universe is directly proposed. And yes, it is fair to say that a lot can change just by this small teeny tiny habit of speaking consciously. Be mindful about the kind of words you use, and not just all blessings for me and abuses for others. No. So if you catch yourself saying something that you should not have said, be it for yourself or for others, you rectify that. Rectify it then and there. Because once we make a comment about someone and we sort of forget about it, it comes back to us. Not like, oh, you said bad about other people will say, no. It folds, it multiplies, because you did not gain that realization that I've said something about person A, so person B will say something about me too. No, it doesn't work like that. So what happens is, blessings are also multitude, and then the kind of, I don't want to say this, but punishment can also be, multifold, and you don't want to get into that pit either. Catch yourself and do good by others, and speak about all of your dreams as if it is all true. So pick your words wisely, and then inculcate them in small habits. Try and make them your hobby, so you are in your elements, and then ultimately you won't even know when all of it actually became true. And I'm not trying to list down any of the blessings ki, oh, I'll buy a house, I'll have a car, yada yada. These can go beyond and on and on. So if this video relates to you, please start practicing that. You are equally a part of this whole, what we say becomes our truth circle, vicious circle that it is, and use it to your advantage. So speak well and be graceful. Even if you have to forgive someone, you should definitely forgive some people around you, and not just on levels of you've said something about me, or like, no, forgive people and you will be forgiven too. So please make this mindful decision today, and bye.